Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 ba. Okay, we are back in Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. It's already kind of late, not sure how long we could be playing, but want to get another step forward at the very least. Was trying to do some fishing. I think I got the hang of it. Anyway, I can fish like right here. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it works. Okay, I guess the game is probably smart enough to know. Okay, you haven't. Your cast did not last on the land in the water. Alright. So, when the weirdness... Okay, that guy's walking. When the weirdness shows up, I think it covers up most of the pier. I wonder what it looks like when that actually shows up. Seeing as we're standing right here anyway. Oh! Hit it to the water. Oh geez, this is a tight one. Yeah, no, oh come on. And okay, weird. Anyway, so this right here is the next thing to fix. We need 50 wood for this. Anyway, what the hell are we doing next? Last voyage. Oh yeah, we were out by the last voyage place. So pumpkin seeds. Speak with Marg. Branded and exiled. I have the traps and I should place them around the keep. Okay, let's track that one. Okay, we have all the traps we need, so let's go. Wait, where's the first one? Okay, so one's up by the new lighthouse, one's over by the old lighthouse, and then two more in the keep proper. So let's get the two by the lighthouses. Okay, it's just him talking. Some text flash on the screen, wondering what it was. And since we need more wood, let's chop some more wood. Okay, there's a spot. Is it under the thing? There we go. And the last two are in the keep proper, so.
Just keep your head down.
Okay, gotta climb some stairs or something to get up there. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, I gotta go back this way and get up on the wall. You'd think that'd fix this big hole in the wall, but whatever. Guess we're not really expecting true, any kind of true invasion force.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
Alright, where's the last one? Over here. Boom. All right. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright, there we go.
Attention, the better. And how did my traps work? Quite the technological marvels, aren't they?
Don't know yet. I wouldn't know.
That's what I like to hear. You are an invaluable first officer. But our work isn't done yet.
Yes, Commander, awaiting
We
orders.
need to solve the seagull problem on Avalon once and for all. You'll search for their nests and destroy them without mercy. Burn the nests, shoot the parents. It's the only way to eradicate the evil for good.
That sounds extreme, but sure.
The nests will keep coming back. But don't even think about giving up. Only consistency will save us. There will be less of them with time, you'll see. Go. Fulfill your mission, my brave first officer.
Maybe we should talk to Fergus, yeah. He's losing it. Okay, it looks like that's the only thing you can do. Can't actually go smashing them. Oh yeah, it's night, so Fergus is tucked into bed. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Dead as dreams. Okay, well, first off, let's see. How much wood? Jeez, I'm starting to carry a bunch of junk. 6. Okay, not enough wood. Okay, that one is dead as something. Okay, I actually have 9. Oh yeah, gotta figure out what those are. Alright, let's hit this. Probably need to wait till morning anyway. Level up. 2 points available. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna check my inventory. Okay, I need 3 strength and 4 dex. So 3 strength, 4 dex. 3 strength, 4 dex. Okay, so strength and dex. Okay. Why does this need practicality? That's weird. Three strength, 4 dex. Okay, I still need another point of dex, but sure, whatever. I wonder what time the weirdness goes away, like specifically. Whatever. Huh. So is that, what building is that fell over? It almost looks like it's part of the lighthouse or something. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, I'm light enough. Just won't go exploring out too far. Kind of reminds me of all of the ruins scattered around in like Elden Ring or something. Oh. What the hell is with those little... It almost looks like gems.
What's that noise?
Boo. Ooh, a paw. Could be a wolf.
Stay focused. You're only making me angrier!
Thank you. Oh, it's just those. Need wolves. Hello, Marg.
Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before.
You're Marg.
It depends on who's asking and why. No, I'm kidding. I don't meet many outsiders these days. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South.
Quartermaster told me you have a problem with the undead.
I don't know what it is about this place, but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands. And here I thought after the Charred Conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them.
Do you often have problems with necromancy?
Only every century or so. But even that's too often if you ask me. Something seems to draw them here. Well, it's probably all that death. The South has always been restless. And after what happened with the sunken village, I guess death is seeped into the very soil of this land. Must be quite alluring for that lot.
Why can't you deal with it yourself?
Because I'm not stupid or suicidal. I can go up against a few undead, but their masters are a different story. I'm a simple hunter, while they have the power to raise the dead. Arrows are only good against magic if you're far away from the caster, which is impossible in the crypt. But if you decide not to help, I'll have no choice, will I? Or I could just wait for the necromancer to be destroyed by what they summoned. It happens sometimes, from what I've heard.
I'll find out what's
Good.
happening.
And try not to die. That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits.
Anything interesting?
Everything
around here?
is interesting around here. But ultimately, it depends on what you're looking for.
Tell me about yourself.
No.
Alright, I see you keep to yourself. I respect that.
I have my reasons. You need to understand that when someone enlists with the Horns of the South, he leaves his former self outside the walls of the keep. His old life, it loses all meaning. If someone comes here and gets political, well, they'll end up disappointed. Well, I don't know if you're aware, but becoming the captain is a curse for any true keeper. It's not the honor others on Avalon seem to think it is.
How so?
Because the captain answers to Camelot and its representative, Galahad. So every captain needs to get political, whether he likes it or not. And the current Galahad is a real piece of shit. He burns people under any pretext whatsoever, or none at all. He sows terror. I have no respect for the man.
anything I can do for you?
I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help. However, I suppose I could help you. I could share some things I found out during my hunts.
Why, thank you. Okay. Hide to leather. Death from fire. Okay, let's see how much this is. 500, 200, 300. Alright, so 1,000. Ooh, the arrows. Oh, these are all arrows. Okay, I'll take these. These two. Oh yeah, and I gotta explore over here. Okay. Well, I may as well explore over here. It's up there. That is the thing that other lady was talking about. Oh, this is the sunken village. I see. That is a question mark. Was that one of those teleporter stones? Yeah, I know you see me. Oh, you're one of these. Alright, let's get the stone or pillar or whatever the hell they call them. Of course they gotta be facing each other, you know? This one's got a hat. Okay. Thank you for the bone at least. Though I don't think I need any more bones, but whatever. Okay, now what are these? What does this one want? Offering of animal parts. No. This just leads back to the village, I think. Yep. Let's go check that thing out. Okay, what is this? Who are you?
Oh, a wanderer in the sunken village. You must be lost. Back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now, even they are misplaced.
Haven't we met before? We were both prisoners at the Island Asylum.
Island Asylum? I don't remember being there, not clearly. But when I look at your face, something stirs. Yes, I'm sure we've crossed paths before. And look at you now, out in the world, breathing the fresh air. That's something to treasure, my friend. Freedom is a gift, even when it feels heavy. Enjoy it.
Who are you?
I guess I'm just an old man listening to the sound of the sea. Every wave carries a story, you know. Some are whispers, others are roars. I like to think they're keeping me company. Long ago, I decided to wait for something to happen. So I'm waiting.
Waiting for
For
what?
what's ahead of me. But I can feel that it's closer than ever. Everything that's around us, it's not yet the end. And that thought really bothers me.
Monsters here don't attack you?
Monsters? I think you misunderstand. I don't see any monsters here. Only lost villagers, still clinging to their home. It's sad, but as you can see, not much depends on us. The world just keeps on happening, and you happen along with it. They were given some time which they've tried to use as much as they could. That's all. I'm glad they allow me to stay here despite what happened. I like this place.
You're not afraid of this place?
It's the cycle of life. There's nothing to be afraid of. If you're afraid, it means you're struggling with something too much, my friend. Sometimes you just need to sit and look. Watch everything turn.
Tell me about the sunken village.
The sunken village was not always sunken. But one day, someone, undoubtedly important, made a decision, undoubtedly necessary, that it would be better to make it so. So the wave came and made the village into the sunken village. And its inhabitants, well, you can see for yourself.
So you're saying that someone flooded the village?
I know that some druids did it. Specific individuals, although their names have long been forgotten. This is no great mystery, my friend.
Why did the druids do
You'd
this?
have to ask those responsible for the flood. Who knows what's going through people's heads? Maybe someone ordered them to do it. We'll never know.
What happened to the druids responsible?
That's a good question. Maybe they burnt during the Charred Conclave. Maybe not. Nevertheless, the punishment was delivered and justice prevailed. Once again, the world was made a better place. At least that's what those who set fire to the stakes preach. All in the name of the Word.
Red priests are responsible for the massacre of the druids?
Among others. This wouldn't have happened if not for Camelot's desperation. Hey, many tragic decisions were made. I don't know if the word was so unambiguous or if its interpretation failed. What happened on the fields of the Charred Conclave wasn't just about the flood, my friend. It was about things and forces we don't understand.
When did the flood take place?
Long ago enough for people to have no chance of discovering why it happened. And yet, recently enough that this place still reminds us of it. Now the village is what it is, and the past has washed away. At least it can still be home for them. And I'll stay and look. These are interesting times indeed.
There's some kind of a jitter on his pants. Whatever. You need
I
anything.
have everything I need. The entire world in one place. Before you go, I would like to ask you one thing. Who are you?
Just myself.
I understand. I see you. I hear you. And I have a feeling that you will find what you're looking for. Farewell. And thank you for visiting me, my friend. You can come keep me company whenever you want. The sunsets here are beautiful.
Okay. There's Dead as Dreams. Alright, let's go explore up the coastline a bit. Some of these monsters definitely look like something out of Elden Ring or something. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I only have 71. So fried fish will be good enough. Now that I can start catching fish, I wonder if I should probably cook a few more of those. Detected by who? I've noticed that sneaking really isn't very useful in this game. Yeah, let's not walk through this unless we actually have a reason to. There's just like dudes everywhere. Oh, crap. The loot's not that great. Explodey dudes are a bit of a problem too. Actually, I didn't completely explore in here. That almost looks like there might be something up there. Okay. Is there anything down here? Looks like he probably just fell down down the ravine. Surprised they wouldn't have thought to look down here. Let's actually explore this tower. So we're walking right by it. We could steal some cabbages. Ooh, more wood. Loving Witch Brew. No, I don't need to rob him completely blind. I don't take anything that looks useful. Such as food. Oh yeah, and we're supposed to find pumpkins if possible. Yeah, gonna be approaching the undead right as it, oh jeez. What are you? Grindylow? What the hell? It's kind of neat that all these different enemy types have like their own little special attacks. That's definitely interesting. Okay, there's someone over here. I'm not seeing them. Oh, there. I thought I saw some movement. There we go. What? How did I hit? How did I miss? Forgotten Cemetery. There's something's patrolling. New location, small crypt. Okay, that must be stuff down on the beach. Who sees me? Does he know how to get to me? Apparently. There we go. Is there a way I can cancel? So something is going on with these textures, obviously. Seems like every time my operating system upgrades, it needs to redo the shaders, and I almost think that maybe that's got something to do with it. Like I said, I am using Linux for this. First time I'm using Linux. Well, not first time using Linux, but first time using Linux for a game, especially one that I'm streaming. Yeah. I don't know if there's some significance to there being peppermint in a cemetery. Oh, what's that? I've seen those puffs of smoke before. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. If it's a setting of the stage for something else. Right. Ooh, spooky. Okay, that looks like a normal NPC, not a... potentially not an enemy. Okay, you are gonna do something. Adventures of the Swan at Night. Okay.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People are trying to rest in peace, damn it.
They attacked me first.
You'll have to forgive them. They're a little disoriented. Waking up in this way is like coming out of a thick fog you've been wandering through for days on end. Dulls the senses, clouds the mind. Terrible for coordination.
Who are you?
My name's Huardok, and I am the keeper of this place. I look after the dead, or at least, I try to. It used to be much easier where they stayed in one place. Now I need to keep making sure they don't stray too far from the cemetery. But I'm not complaining. A little exercise is good for the body.
Wait, you're not dead, are you?
Dead, alive, what's the difference? I am here. I always have been, and I always will be, until the day I'm released from my service.
How long have you lived here?
Truth be told, I'm not quite sure. Has it been a long time since the wave came and swallowed the village? That was when people stopped coming here. It's like the sea washed away the memory of this place as well. I don't remember much of what happened afterwards. I must have fallen asleep for a while.
Okay. Do you know anything about what's been happening here?
I know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the third row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his second wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten.
At the end there's quite a lot of them.
Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore.
Who's your master?
Master is Master. He commands the dead. I don't know much else. I'm here to serve, not to ask questions.
Kind of experiments.
Dunno. Usual. Glowing chalk, candles, and dead bodies. I even saw some new faces recently, but they didn't stay long.
Where is he
You
now?
want me to betray his trust that easily? We barely know each other. I wouldn't tell you even if I could.
Why do you serve him?
Because it's my purpose. The sole reason I was brought back. That has never changed, just as I haven't. But I'm happy where I am. The dead need company too, you know. The folks here were forsaken by the living. At least I can make sure they're not lonely.
Okay. Need to enter.
Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins, for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears.
Sure.
Bless you, kind stranger. Those old bones are not what they used to be. Here, just take the key. Be careful, though. There's evil dwelling in those crypts. Oh, and I hope I don't need to remind you not to rob any graves. It's terribly rude, and I'd rather not deal with the complaints.
Okay. What is that? Oh, the skulls. Okay, who sees me now? Oh, okay. I don't think I've gotten the kill cam yet. That was interesting. Oh, where'd you come from? At least they do not do very much damage. Holy crap. Avalon Crimes. I have to read that later. Okay, who leaves a freaking cabbage in here? I'm going to say that doesn't count as a grave. Huh. Okay. There's probably a way to get back in there. Can I bring it? Okay, no map in here. Does it mean anything? Antler fragment. Weird, okay. The antler fragments are used for some kind of a alchemy or something. Okay. That seems like the way I'm supposed to go, so I will go this way to get more loot. They put them all behind, like, corners and such. It's kind of annoying. Boom. Boom. Wolfsbane. Gotta keep out the werewolves. Some kind of magical acorn. Okay. Just a more roundabout way to get to the same spot. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, these are kind of heavy. What is this? Grindylows hammer. Jeez, that's 10 pounds, and that's pretty cheap, so, yeah. Oh, yep. Thank you, Splody dude. About me? Nope. You bastard. Oh, and oh geez, look at that. Ooh. That weighs 100 frickin' pounds. Jeez. Okay, game. Another one. Oh, if I get critical hits. Okay, am I gonna have to start poking all of these? I even knew that something was going to happen. Alright. Okay, I'm probably going to like, aggro all of them as I try to leave. They put that there just because people like me would be getting punchy. You jerks. Well, it doesn't look like he's attacking, so let's walk up and say hello.
Careful there. Try not to step on the array. It's advanced magic. Very fragile.
That's or not, I need you to stop doing whatever it is you're doing here.
Stop. Well, what I am doing here is very important. Besides, I'm hardly hurting anyone. Well, anyone that matters, that is.
You kill people and raise their corpses. You're not trying to raise an army?
Oh, please. Is that the only thing people can think of when it comes to necromancy? What use would I have with an army? My ambition isn't to command the dead, but death itself. I aim to make Avalon a place where people won't have to fear it anymore. The problem is, I keep missing something. Raising the dead is easy, but I don't want mindless minions. I want truly living undead. Yet no matter what I do, it just won't work.
It's because you know the process, but you don't understand its nature. What you're missing might just be practical experience. Sure, let's try practicality.
That's absurd. Nobody on Avalon is more experienced than I am. Nobody.
Alright. Spirituality.
You don't understand what you're talking about. This discussion is pointless.
Okay.
Very well. Do you know what I like most about the dead? They don't tire, and they don't feel pain. But you will.
Come on. Okay. Come on. There we go. Stamina. Now you're dead. Weak, strong health potion. What? Solution for disobedience, revenant. Let's take a look at that. Solution for disobedience, revenant armor. Okay. Okay. Your ass. A revelation has visited me, bringing clarity and unease. My thoughts linger on those who shunned me, driven by envy and spite. Like venomous shadows, they sought to discredit my work, poisoning others with doubt and discord. Yet I must rise above their pettiness and keep my purpose untainted. As I unlock life's mysteries, I am reminded to remain resilient. The envious, like stealthy predators, must not distract me from transcending mortality's limits. With renewed resolve, I press forward, knowing that triumph over adversity will be my enduring legacy. Okay. Alchemy Station. What is that? Oh. Medic's measuring tool, sure. Jeez. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'll go through my inventory off stream. It seems pretty boring. Fish soup. I wonder what is in that tunnel, though. Or if it's even possible to get in there. Of course. Okay, good. These guys aren't springing to life. That? Oh, okay. Sure, okay, whatever. It killed your master. Your master is dead.
Yes, I felt that. He must have been surprised. People like him tend to forget that it can happen to them too.
What will happen to you now?
I guess I'll do what I always do. Clean up, put everyone back to sleep, and then take a little nap myself. Someone will come along again sooner or later. We can't have them seeing such a mess, can we?
Wait, what do you mean by what you always do?
Well, this master wasn't the first one. I'm sure he won't be the last. This place is very popular with their kind for some reason. And they always leave it in such a state. It's not like it would hurt them to pick up a few bones and put them back in place.
So, I guess this is
It
goodbye.
seems so. But before you go, I have a small favor to ask. As you can see, there's quite a commotion around here. I'm afraid I won't be able to fulfill all my duties before I need to rest again. Could you take what remains of the Master and place him in a special crypt I've prepared? If you feel so inclined, a few kind words about him would be welcome. Here's the key.
Okay.
Well, goodbye, then. And thank you for stopping by. It was truly appreciated. Though we are dead, we still enjoy having a visitor from time to time. It's nice to be remembered, even if just for a little while.
Okay. Abarak's calling. Ah, shoot. That was a mistake. Just wasted a couple potions, but I think they were small potions, so that should be okay. Okay, it's a spell. Okay. Lover's Tether. What? Found in a tomb, the amulet holds a lock of hair from a lost love. Didn't I just pick up something that was kind of like that? Lover's Tether, gold torch. Okay. I gotta be right back. Alright. Let's see here. What is this? Gottfried, no army stays loyal to a tyrant. May they all know peace at last. Ivan's music alone would have made him immortal. Okay, I gotta... The Waning Ward. Slow Dare, the first of many. Okay, let's see if there's a way that you can like pick up a person and carry him. Yeah, at a distance, these airs make it look like there's like gems or whatever in the row, or not gems. Ooh, like iron or ores. Alright. So here's where you get in there. I don't think this was open before. Or maybe I was just trying to get at it wrong. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, man. Okay, I guess this is nothing, just a alternate route back. Okay, so if you didn't kill all of those, like, statues or whatever, all that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a shield. Okay. Over by 5. Let's see here. So I'm using that shield. Yeah, good enough. Practical guide to profitable armor. Okay. That put me overweight. Oh well. Perfect. Okay. Despite his methods, Sarge was in the right place. Rest in peace. He was a fool. Alright. But I still had to kill him because, you know, it's just the nature of the game. Looks like I got a lot to report to Fergus. Now, stealing. Cool. Just a mini dungeon there. Yeah, it sounds like it's still in the middle of the night. Alright. Yeah, we want to go south. Right out the front door sounds like a good idea. Don't really want to find out what those will-o-wisps are. Now that I'm loaded with loot. Yeah, I don't need to sneak everywhere. If I see some red on my compass, I'll sneak. Question mark? What sort of question? It's a pig. Is it leading me somewhere? crap. Oh, yep. Let's run. Almost forgot about my own little ability to disappear when I die. It's real handy. Glad I took it. Yeah, let's just get back to town and call it a night. Or at least turn in the quest, I suppose. Let's see here. Yep, one more dex. Maybe something for more hit points. Or stamina. Ooh, increases health by a percentage. That actually could be pretty neat. Yeah, that really doesn't seem to be helping. Alright, Fergus, I got two things to tell you about. Your dude's crazy about the Forgotten Cemetery?
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there?
Necromancer was conducting experiments. He's not your problem
Great.
anymore.
A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the Dark Druid from the legends, was it?
I don't know. He didn't feel like... I didn't feel like talking to him.
Ha! That's what I like to hear. If he's dead, that's the only thing that matters. We already have the Dalriada almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot. You did well. Maybe it's not so bad having you here.
And you talked about Gwyn.
Let me guess. He's trying to rope you into his campaign against Avalonian seagulls.
How'd you know?
It's a well-known story. All the keepers know of Gwynlin's obsession, but it's less amusing than it sounds. You see, Gwynlin is from a coastal village. His father, a fisherman, worked hard to feed his family. He instilled a deep hatred of seagulls in Gwynlin, claiming they were our greatest enemy. He taught his son how to kill them effectively, and insisted they were agents of the Four Dwellers.
Gwyn has gone insane.
Essentially, yes. But he wasn't always like this. When he joined, he just didn't like seagulls and avoided them. I gave him simple jobs away from the walls, and everyone was happy. until one day, he asked to serve on the walls. I agreed because I thought he'd simply got used to the birds. I had no idea I would be contributing to feeding his obsession.
When did you realize he was getting
I spoke
worse?
to him. Between his rounds, I heard a confession I didn't expect. When Gwylan was only 7 years old, he saw a flock of seagulls attack his father and pluck his eyes out. Is it true? Or the ramblings of a madman? It's not for me to decide. Don't get me wrong. Gwylan is harmless, and he's a good soldier. But he can't be helped.
Are you concerned? It might escalate.
Whatever he's asked you to do, just ignore it. Don't argue with him. It's not your responsibility. If he brings up seagulls, just pretend you didn't hear him. That's what we all do.
Okay. I have another tag.
You know where to find me if you come across any more.
Alright, I've got more to talk to you about. Goban mentioned the tunnels and the former captain.
Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the Age of Legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say.
Isn't it only right to bury the keep?
Yes. It weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk.
I could go down
If you're
there.
mad enough to try, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose.
What are you responsible for here?
I'm Captain Brandon's right hand. He deals with the serious matters I don't want to know anything about. I take care of our everyday life.
Tell
Fine.
me about this place.
This is the keep. Anyone sworn in as a keeper lives here, unless they're no longer fit for service. If that happens, they get transferred to the village. Otherwise, they're not allowed to go there without my express permission. So if you ever see any of my boys down there looking shifty, feel free to report them. You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village, but if anyone catches you stealing, I'll take your hands. If you attack any of my men, I'll take your head. That enough for you?
Tell me what
There are a few
village.
retired keepers living there. They might tell you about the good old days if you ask them nicely. There are also some refugees from north of the island, since we had nowhere else to put them. I don't really know much about what's going on in that place. I just make sure they have everything they need, more or less. You can always go see for yourself. People fleeing from bandits, from the weirdness, you name it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we were the last beacon of hope this far south. For these people, we are. Don't know how many more we can take, but that's a problem for another time.
What's the story behind the flooded village?
It used to belong to the keep. You could say it was its beating heart. That village was where our lighthouses led the ships, and where the workers lived with their families. Ah, those must have been the days. But then the ships stopped coming, and there were less and less new keepers, and the others left looking for a better life. Until, at last, the sea took most of it.
So you...
What else was there to do? There weren't enough people to live there, and nobody wanted to anyway. Not since the monsters started coming out of the sea. We wiped out most of them, but new ones showed up every now and then. Marg, our hunter, keeps an eye on the place. You can talk to him if you want.
Already did. Anything interesting left there?
Depends on your idea of interesting. There's a weird statue with a gong, but I'm not sure how much of it is left. Other than that, probably just damp rubble. I don't know. Ask Marg. I'm pretty sure he just sits there all day instead of hunting. No wonder we've been eating nothing but fish.
I'm here for Excalibur.
Excalibur? You want to pull it out? That's a good one. Well, be my guest. If you think you can, go ahead. But unless you're King Arthur reborn, I wouldn't count on it.
I'd like to speak with the captain. The pin?
So what?
Solve the problem cemetery.
You've done your part in proving your worth. All right. You deserve the truth. You won't find the captain at the Horns of the South. He ordered us to lock down the keep, and then he disappeared. I have my suspicions about where he might be, but I can't say for sure. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong.
I'll take the risk. Tell me your suspicion.
Brandon once said he wasn't afraid to go to the Dalriada, and the way he said it, I couldn't tell if he was joking. So maybe he went to make a deal with them? I think that's ridiculous. Everyone knows the Dalriada are savages. Diplomacy is not their strong suit. But if it's true, if the captain did go to broker peace with the Dalriada, you'd most likely find him at the All-Mother's Temple, where One Eye and his thugs are holed up.
Sure.
Getting into the temple won't be easy, that's for sure. And frankly, I'd prefer not to hear about your demise. Try sneaking in quietly, or see if you can convince the tribe's representatives to let you through. That's the best advice I can give you. And if you do find the captain, tell him to return to the Horns of the South as soon as possible. Galahad the Pure is already on his way, and he won't be pleased to find a bunch of keepers hiding behind the walls without their commander. We'll all face consequences if that happens.
All right. That seems like a good place to call it for now. So, till next time, later.